Hey, good morning. Welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. I want to talk to you about something that should be absolutely part of your preparations for whatever. It should be a critical part of what you should include first and foremost. This should be part of your first line defense besides that really cool, level 3 ballistic plate and this plate carrier and your cool, rifle with the sniper scope and everything else. You're never going to get a chance to use those unless there's political will to turn this country around. And so far, there isn't. But what I'm talking about is you need the full spiritual armor to help you get through what is coming. And when I say the spiritual armor, the mind and the spirit to protect you from this propaganda blitz, this censorship, the lies that are going to be said about you and I. The people that believe in truth and justice, the people that believe in the Constitution, the people that believe in the church, the people that believe in God. We are going to be attacked, and we are going to be attacked quickly. No level 3 body armor is going to protect us from being censored, from being cut off from services as foretold. When you say, I'm going to send my son to this school, and the school says, unless you show proof of vaccination, you cannot attend. And we are a private institution, so it's who we say can and cannot go. When you say, I am going to make this video, and the corporation says that is not to our standards, and we are going to give you a strike and remove this video. Or when the banking institution says we don't like that transaction, you will not be able to purchase because we don't like your thinking, your philosophy, and that is changing by the day. You are going to need the mental and spiritual full armor of God to defend you from the depression, the isolation, the hatred, and the bitterness that is going to be aimed directly at us. For those of you that say that's nonsense, that's dribble, you go it alone then. See if you could do it by yourself. I guarantee you cannot. You cannot withstand this government putting this pressure, these Marxists, these unelected bureaucrats, these politicians who are caving to the Marxists that are in this government now. And their ultimate goal is to have complete and total control over you mentally and physically. So please go ahead, stock up on the food. Please go ahead, stock up on the meds. But you better have the full spiritual armor to say, I know what is right. I know what is morally correct. I need that extra behind the scenes relief from the isolation that is going to be placed upon you and I. Being called a white supremacist, being called an anti-vaxxer, being called a homophobe, a bigot, a conspiracy nut job. This is what's going to be happening to you, and it already is. This should absolutely be first and foremost in your preparations. The battlefield is already being shaped. And unless there is enough political will and enough absolute physical will to say, we are going to overthrow this government, we are going to have a revolution, we are going to get back to the Constitution the way it should be, we are going to have laws equally applied to everyone, we are going to clean out Washington and throw them in the deepest, darkest holes until we can decide what crimes they actually have committed, until we tell these private enterprises, we're not going to support you. We will never fire a shot. That will never happen. We will be suppressed and steamrolled right over. So the first and foremost part of your preparations should be put on the full armor of God. Mentally, emotionally. Form yourself strong groups, not just for physical defense, and I am all in favor of that, but not for bodies just to say, okay, I have enough here, we can repel any attacker. But you have to prepare yourself for the onslaught of the next wave that this administration is going to put upon us and accelerate it. There is nothing in Scripture that says America survives. Nothing. We have given ourselves over to lawlessness. And if you think that isn't true, you ask the people that are sitting in the prison cells in isolation 23 hours a day, not charged with any felonies, but yet being held without bond, with no prior record. You tell me that isn't lawlessness. So friends, you can have all the top line gear. You can be doing this. And you could put it on and yeah, this is cool helmet. Yeah, this is cool rain gear. This is everything you can do. But if the full armor of God, the helmet, the breastplate, to gird your loins, to give you strength, to be able to resist what this is coming to, the persecution and prosecution that I have warned you about, that God has warned you about, you're going to fail because you didn't see it coming. Use your discernment to say, this guy is leading me down a path I don't want to go. This is a lie. Use your discernment to say, these people are not my friends. They are deceivers. We're going to need it all. We're going to need it all. And that should be absolutely first and foremost in your preps. And then everything else material-wise to aid you in your defense is secondary. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. If you don't believe in God, go it alone. But if you do, get yourself in a good church if you're not already. You surround yourself with people that will boost you and you be a benefit to them. All right? Get yourself right with God. Say, I need your help, Lord. I can't do this alone. Please forgive me for what I've done in the past, what I'm doing today, and what I will do tomorrow. Just because you say, I'm a Christian, doesn't mean by any shape or means that you become perfect, that you don't sin. We all fall short, and believe me, I do it multiple times a day, and I'm like, well, I owe you one for that. Get yourself baptized. Do these things. Read about putting on the full armor of God. Learn what it does. So when somebody says, Greg, you're a white supremacist, bigot, homophobe, the fiery darts from Satan don't penetrate that body armor. And you can say what you want. You know it's not true and it's a lie, and you'll pay for that one in your own time. All right? Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please like and share. Greg out.